Plunging agencies, services, and nonprofits into confusion, the White House has rescinded the memo that called for a pause on all federal grants and loans.
Our Armand Rahman sat down with the Dane County Executive Melissa Agard moments after this latest development.
The Trump administration Wednesday walked back their plan to pause all federal grants and loans across the board after 2 days of confusion for Americans wondering about services like Medicaid, Social Security, and more. Even though the saga for now seems to have come to an end, Dane County Executive Melissa Agard says they're still planning for other curveballs in the form of White House memos.
This isn't going away. I anticipate that for years we're going to continue to see actions like this.
She says federal funds help pay for everything from public safety to child protective services to economic development and housing in the county. Her staff is working on developing a list of where federal money goes, but it's complicated because some comes through the state.
We are hitting refresh on our computers as fast as possible to make sure that we're as up to date with the information that's coming out of Washington, D.C. We're touching base with our congressional delegation, the people who we have elected to represent us in Washington, D.C., and making sure that we have clear lines of communication with one another, and making ourselves available to folks within our community.
The funding pause was set to go into effect at 4 p.m. Central Tuesday, but it was delayed until at least next Monday by a federal judge. Organizations like Wisconsin Head Start and Boys and Girls Clubs of Dane County depend heavily on federal funds and were contemplating which programs to limit or cut, at least temporarily. The White House says despite the confusion, they still plan to review all federal spending and make sure Trump's executive orders are implemented in all services and agencies.